Bibliophiles, and welcome back to Blatantly Bookish, and welcome back to Vlogmas. I'm Marissa, and today I would like to discuss my winter TBR with you guys. So I've already recommended some wintry books to you, and now I'd like to share the books on my shelves that seem to promise me that wintry vibe I so crave this time of year. I may not actually get to read all of these books this winter, but it is nice to be able to organize these books in this video so I can get even more excited about them, and so I can hear your thoughts on them if you've read them and if you recommend them, and just to have a place to refer to this winter if I'm struggling with what I should read next. So, in no particular order, first up I have Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. I believe that Tom from Tom Reads Things read this in the winter last year, and he was just so enthusiastic about this book and how perfect it was for winter time. It's a year later, and I still remember his enthusiasm for this book. So I think that I should definitely give it a try. I know that this book is about a character named Agnes who is charged with a double murder. And I think it's based on the true story of the last person to be publicly beheaded in Iceland. So all of that sounds very intriguing to me, and it has a stamp of approval from Tom, so I am rather sold on this one. The next book I would love to get to this winter is The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. I have to say that I do not know much about this book. I think it's about a 17th century Dutch dollhouse that comes to life or something. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to read it to find out how terribly far off that description was. But Katie from Books and Things has been raving about the impeccable writing in this book for far too long now, and it's time that I gave it a try. I also have The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan on my shelves. And I've heard that this book is just a fantastic, heartwarming book along the lines of The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry. It's about someone who inherits a house full of lost objects, and they're tasked with reuniting each one with its rightful owner. I hope this book is full of all sorts of warm and fuzzy feelings and is just a fun, sweet, and engaging read for the holiday season. I'd also like to read 2 a.m. at the Cat's Pajamas by Helene Bertino. This book has been on my physical TBR shelves for far longer than I care to admit to you right now. I don't actually remember where I heard about this book at this point, but I do know that it takes place on Christmas Eve, and it's all about a famous jazz club. Something about the title of this book and the author's first name reminds me of the Disney movie, The Aristocats, in the best way possible and with no casual racism, hopefully. So I think this book would be a wonderful December and holiday read, and I hope to get to it this year. I would also like to read Uprooted by Naomi Novick this winter. This book definitely has those deep, dark, wooded, enchanted fairy tale vibes going on, at least based on the back of the book. And I think I could just really lose myself in this book this winter. I don't have much more to say about the book besides everything about it seems enchanted. And I wonder from the cover and the back blurb if it's a combined retelling of Rapunzel and Sleeping Beauty. It definitely has some fairy tale vibes going on, so I guess I will have to read it and find out. And last but not least, I have The Secret History by Donna Tartt on this list. This book has been hyped up to me in so many different ways by so many different people. Some people are obsessed with it. Some people have actually told me that they hated it and that they just can't get on with Donna Tartt's writing style. It seems like I have to read this book and find out for myself. I don't know too much about the book, besides the fact that it's fairly plot-heavy and that it's best to go into it without any spoilers. I think it's about college students who study Greek and Roman classics and might be involved in a potential murder. Apparently, this book is also the definition of dark academia, which is a trend that I'm still trying to wrap my head around. So yeah, it's definitely one I want to pick up and discover for myself. So yes, that is all I have right now for you. If you guys know me and my reading process, you'll know that I'm full of surprises and may add other books to this list or get in the mood for something completely different than these books. But it's nice to have them all collected in one place where I discuss them and remind myself why I'm interested in them. Have you guys read any of these books? And if so, what did you think of them? Do you think that I would like them? And which ones would you recommend that I read first? Until next time, I look forward to seeing you all in another video very soon. Bye!